Hello everybody, my name is Miss Marino and I will be your head of year at Sir John Law School from September. The aim of this video is to talk to you a little bit more about what it's going to be like to be a student at SJL, but also to answer any of the questions that you might have. Usually I would have been able to meet you at your primary school, but unfortunately this year it wasn't possible and therefore we will use this video instead. And the first thing I would like to do is to introduce you to the pastoral team. So the pastoral team is the team that will be looking after you once you become a student at SJL in September. And of course, I am part of this team, but you will also soon get to know Mrs. Button. Mrs. Button is the Student Services Manager for Key Stage 3, so for years 7, 8 and 9, which means that she looks after the students in those year groups when the head of year is not available. So Mrs. Button is someone that you can go and talk to if you have any worries, any questions, or any concerns during the day. You will also get to know Mrs. Montgomery. She is the assistant head who is linked to our year group. And you will see her in assemblies, for example. She will become quite an important part of your time at SJL. But the person that will probably be the most important person in the pastoral team for you is your form tutor, because you will see your form tutor twice a day, once in the morning and once in the afternoon. And they will get to know you very quickly, and you will also get to know them. And hopefully, if you have any worries, you will go and talk to them. Although Mrs. Barker is not actually part of the pastoral team, she is an important person. She is our Senko, and therefore she works very closely with all the teaching assistants, and that means that she might become a person that you talk to on a regular basis at SJL. So that's the pastoral team. At SJL, we never send students in year 7 straight to lesson in the first week. We always have an induction week. And we will do that again, of course, this September. And it will be even more important for us because of the circumstances we are in. We do so many activities during this induction week. So I will just go through a few of the things that we are going to do. So first of all, you will be spending quite a lot of time during that week with your form tutor. So it'll be a great opportunity for you to get to know them better. We are going to do some work on computers. So we'll be giving you your login details and your school email address, and we'll practice using those so that you feel confident logging onto the computers when you start going to lesson. A big part of this week will be for you to get used to the site, where the classrooms are, where the canteen is, and just finding your way around the school. So that'll come naturally by just being in school for the week, but also we'll do activities like orienteering and some competitions as well to help you know your way around school. You will learn more about our house system, and you will meet with your head of house, who will talk to you about the history of your house and also talk about the type of competitions that are available, house competition days. We will talk to you about something called the laws for learning. And I won't tell you too much about it just yet because you will discover them in September. But the laws for learning are basically qualities that very successful students develop throughout their school years, and we will help you to develop those qualities too. You will have a session with PE staff to help you understand how PE works at SJL and know a bit more about the practicalities, such as where the changing rooms are, where you can keep your valuables, what sort of sports you will be practicing, and also a little bit more about the clubs. We will do some CATS testing, and then we will finish the week with a fantastic play, an interactive play called The Life and Times of Sir John Laws. And that play will help you to know a bit more about the history of our school and who Sir John Laws was. So we have 7 houses at SJL, and each of you will be in one of those houses. So for example, if you're in 7 Austin, your color will be red. What that means is you will get a pin for your blazer, which is red, so that we know straight away you are in Austin. But also when we organize special days, such as Sports Day, we'll ask you to come dressed in house colors. So you have there the 7 houses and their colors. A typical school day at SJL starts at 8:40 and finishes at 3:30. So at 8:40, you need to be in your form room for the beginning of morning registration. So clearly you need to aim to arrive before that. I would say you should be in school by 8:30, so it gives you at least 10 minutes to get organized, go to your locker, for example, or go and see a teacher if you need to. So it's important that you arrive well on time in school and don't aim to be in school at 8:40. That's too late. So you have a 10-minute morning registration with your form tutor, and your form tutor will do the register and give you any notices that are relevant to you, such as a room change, a new club starting, anything that you need to know for the day. Then you have 2 lessons. Each lesson is 50 minutes long, and then you've got your break time for 20 minutes, followed by 2 more lessons, and then an hour for lunchtime. You then go back to see your form tutor for 20 minutes. So the afternoon registration is more activity-based, so you might do things like thought for the week, you might do some reading, you might do some quizzes, but you will also attend 1 or 2 assemblies every week. After afternoon registration, you go back to lesson for 2 more lessons, and then at 3:30 is the end of the day. And you go home or you go to an after-school club. We have many clubs available at Sir John Laws, and this is just a few of them. You can see that we have many sports clubs, and if you are a sporty person, you will have loads of opportunity within the PE faculty. We also have a lot of music clubs, including choir. But if you are not sporty and if you are not musical, there are so many other clubs that you could get involved in. Things like chess, history, eco school, Oxfam group. There are so many clubs that you could really try out. And I would advise you to try as many clubs as possible, because it's a great way to fill in your lunch times and your after school free time, but also it's a great way to make new friends. And there is also the homework club that I would like to mention. The homework club runs from 3:30 to 5 o'clock every day. And it's a great opportunity to do your homework. And then when you go home, then you don't have to do any schoolwork. And there are always members of staffs around to help you if you need a bit of support. So really try to attend as many clubs as possible. And then these are the type of questions that students usually ask me when I go to primary school. So I'll say a few words about each of these points, and hopefully if you had the same question, I'll answer them. Homework. Yes, you will get homework. You will get roughly 1 piece of homework per subject per week, and each piece of homework should take you between 20 minutes and half an hour. We use a website called Show My Homework to publish the homework. And again, we'll show you how that works during induction week, so you don't have to worry about that at all. And what is great with Show My Homework is you can tick your homework off as you do it. And also your parents can see the homework set so they can help you with organization, especially at the beginning of year 7. Detentions. Students sometimes worry that they are just going to get a detention just like that for no reason. And of course, it's not going to happen. If you are well behaved, polite, you do your best in lesson, you arrive on time, and you do your homework, there is no reason why you would ever get a detention. So please don't worry too much. I know you are going to be a fantastic student and therefore won't get any detentions. Lockers. During induction week, you will be given a locker and a locker key. We will show you where your locker is, and then you can use it to store your school equipment. So definitely your PE kit, for example, so that you don't have to carry it all day. You might want to store some of your books there as well. So the locker is going to be really, really useful so that you don't have a really heavy bag every day with you. Getting lost. Well, of course, this is a new site and you don't know it yet. So it'll take a little bit of time to get used to it, but you will soon know how to get to every classroom that you need to get to. We will give you a map during induction week. We will do orienteering, activities, and just because you will have spent 1 week on site, you will really, really know the site well by the end of the first week. But by week 2, if sometimes you're a little bit late to a lesson because you got a little bit lost, your teachers will completely understand that. They know that it takes time to get used to the site and you won't get in trouble. And you will always have students and members of staff around to ask, where is this room? Could you take me to that room? And people will help you, that's for sure. Making friends. Some of you are coming from primary school with friends to SGL, and some of you are not. But you shouldn't worry about making friends. You will make loads of new friends at SGL. It'll be interesting for you to add to your friendship group and to make new friends if you are coming on your own. You'll make friends through form time, lesson time, and clubs. Clubs are such an important place because you can meet people who have similar interests to you, and therefore you're more likely to become friends with those people. So you will make fabulous friends at SGL. Just give yourself a little bit of time. Food and canteen. So you are more than welcome to bring your packed lunch and your snacks and your drink. But you can also go and buy food at the canteen. We have a wide variety of food in the canteen, so there will be something that you like. We have meals of the day, hot food, sandwiches, paninis, salad, and drinks. So you will definitely find something that you like eating. Phones. Phones are allowed in school, but between 8:40, which is the beginning of form time, and 3:30, the end of the day, you are not allowed to use your phone in school, not even to check the time. So your phone should be switched off and in your bag between 8:40 and 3:30. Of course, during a lesson, if the teachers allow you to use your phone, that's very different. But other than that, you should not be seen using your phone. If you are using your phone, then it will be taken away from you. And if it happens a second time, you will start getting detentions. So really important. Yes, you can have your phone, but no, you can't use it during the school day. Uniform. We have really high standard with our uniform. I think our students look very smart in their uniform and they take pride in wearing it the correct way. So it's very important that you read through the information in the booklet with your parents to make sure that you come with the correct uniform. And that's not just the clothes, that's also your haircut, for example, so not shorter than a number 2. And that's also things like jewelry, what jewelry is allowed and not allowed. So really read carefully through the uniform section in the information booklet your parents receive. That's extremely important. The last thing I wanted to mention is you will receive before the end of term through email a booklet of activity. We would like you to complete that booklet of activity over the summer and then bring it to your form tutor in September so that they can read about you and your like and dislikes and your hobbies and get to know you a little bit more. So that's something to look out for, a booklet of activity to be filled in over the summer. We are very much looking forward to having you at SJL and meeting you in September. So for now, goodbye.